This is a 1919 LC Smith & Corona typewriter, number 8. I bought this typewriter in the fall of 2011. The typewriter is from British origin. You can tell this because the typewriter does not have a dollar symbol, but it does have a pound symbol, as well as pound symbols on the decibel tabulator. This typewriter has a right-handed carriage return, as you can see. These typewriters were also offered with left-handed carriage returns. Cosmetically, the machine is not in the greatest shape. It has been repainted a long time ago, and that paint is also starting to chip away right now. As you can see over here, there's some wear on top. The front plate, its decals are missing. The paper plate remains unpainted except for a scratch that was up there at one point, and they tried to fix it, as you can see. And the machine does have a little bit of rust on the inside, but it's mainly just purely cosmetic. The mechanics work very good. I did install a new ribbon this past fall, so it types very good. Despite its age, this machine is very pleasant to type on. I do use this frequently because I just enjoy the mechanical feel that this machine has to offer. Of course, this machine is now almost 100 years old, and the technology was not that advanced at the time compared to later machines, and you can see that in various mechanical aspects. For example, instead of the basket lowering itself, it raises up in order to make the capital impressions, and a few other minor details tell me that the mechanics in this machine were pretty experimental. However, they did think the mechanics through very well, and they came up with some very good solutions to problems that other machines would endure, other brands, such as where you have to replace or clean the plate and you cannot take it out without taking screws out on Royals and Underwoods, where on this machine you just flick this switch back on both sides and the platen can come right out. It's very handy, especially when you want to clean the machine. Unfortunately, I no longer have any of the tab stops. The machine didn't come with any when I bought it. I think it originally should have about 6 or 7 tab stops, but they come off very easily, so it's no surprise that they're gone. I just bought a Royal 10 and it only has 1 left, but this one doesn't have any, so the tabulator is non-functional at the moment. The mechanics are pretty impressive, as you can see. Here's the bottom of the machine. The feet are a little bit squashed, but it's not that bad compared to other machines that I've seen. These are pretty much intact. Despite what the looks say, this machine is very solid and a pleasure to use. I'm not entirely sure of the model number 8 because of course the decals have been painted over and I can no longer tell what's underneath it. But from what I've found, the mechanics and the style of this machine do tell me that it is indeed a number 8. If anybody else knows differently and would like to let me know, I'd really appreciate it. Now, to go over the functions a little bit, some machines have a color selector where you have blue stencil and red, or black stencil and red. This has a ribbon key, as you can see, and depending on the height of the key, it will raise the ribbon to a certain height. So right now it is in black, now it is in stencil, and now it is in red. It's a very handy system, I do like it. Now these are all for the decimal tabulator, so that works with forms and systems like that. Unfortunately, that just slides the carriage over all the way because I no longer have the tab stops. You have the backspace, the margin release, And this is the ribbon direction switch, so depending on what side it's on, that way the ribbon will turn. It does not have automatic reverse. And this is the line spacer. It's a rather simple system. You just turn the dial, and based on that particular push bar will rise or lower itself in order to catch more teeth or hit the roller at a lower point. But it does work and it's solid, so yeah. Again, pretty experimental though. This is your paper release. And this is your carriage release with bell. And to conclude this video, I will do a brief typing sample on this machine. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a new ribbon installed, so it will make a clear impression on the page. And I think the platen has been replaced at one point because the paper grabs incredibly well. It's really tight, you cannot pull it out without turning the platen. And I checked the feed rollers, they're old, but this seems to be in too good shape for being now 117 years old, so I'm just saying. Okay. And then shift lock is up top, is over here instead of above the shift key. Whoops. And there you have it. Thank you very much for watching.